So our movie today is science. So in the beginning of the story, we see a boy named Daryl who used to study in Stanford University, but he was short of money, so he used to give tours of the entire college to the new students of the college in part-time, and used to deliver packages to the college professors. And after working the whole day, Daryl is sleeping in his house, and then he gets a call from his mother, and his mother asks him, "When will you get a job?" And Dad says that you don't worry. I will get a job with a good placement as soon as college is over. Now here, Dad's mother tells Dad about her house bill, hearing which Daryl gets upset because he did not have much money. But he did not want to upset his mother too, so he pays the bill online. Now after some time, Dad gets a call from his college because he had not deposited the college fees. Then he somehow makes an excuse and convinces them, and now he goes to arrange money to solve this money problem. But he does not see any way out, so he earns money by donating his blood, and here he needs a lot of money. So he changes his name and donates blood 3 to 4 times, due to which he gets dizzy. But still, Daryl was not able to collect the entire amount. Now in the next scene, Daryl is sitting tired. Then Daryl's friend comes and tells him that I have got a hockey scholarship, and he says, "That is why I have decided with you that I will not do any wrong thing with you. Neither will I eat meat, nor will I drink, and neither will I roam around with any girl, and I have reformed." Then Daryl tells him that you will not be able to do all this for long. Now here, Daryl goes to his second job, which is in a restaurant, and there he sees a girl from his college. Darren starts liking her as soon as he sees her. In the next scene, Daryl is in his college, and the HR of the company in which he wanted to get a placement had come there, and he tells him that 5 students will be selected from his class who should be very good in academics and should also be good in sports, and then we will select one of those 5 who will be given the job of a junior analyst. And then the old employee of the company asks some questions to the students, and he asks that we are on top in the market and our consumers are also buying from us, but still the company's profit is low. What should we do to increase the profit? And then one of the students, Scott, says that we will reduce the labor force at the bottom of the company so that the profit will increase. But Daryl is proud of this, and he says that I do not agree with this. Should I reduce the labor force because it will create a lot of mess? Because we can see the company that reduced people to increase their profit. But then what happened next? The company had to pay people their salaries as per the contract, and after that, the employees who were working there started paying only 50% of their salary. So if you want to get work done from the employee, then you have to keep him happy by paying him more money, and then he will do better work. And here Scott and Daryl are giving their reasons for getting this job. But here Daryl was worried because he did not know any kind of sports, and getting this job was very important for him. So now Daryl goes to play ice hockey because his friend Tim was the captain of that team. But here their coach clearly refuses to let Daryl play. But on the request of the team, the coach gives Daryl a chance to play. But Daryl is not able to perform properly, and he is not able to stop even a single shot of ice hockey, and he also gets injured a lot. Now in the next scene, we see Daryl, who was doing cleaning work, and then he sees an ad on which it was written about earning extra money, and it was also asked to attend a free seminar. Now Daryl was very happy after reading the ad and went to attend that seminar. On reaching there, all the people are told that they have been called here for human testing, and she says that we have made a drug which is going to be tested on humans for the first time, and it can have many side effects. And now, after listening to these things, one by one all the students leave from there. But in the end, only Daryl is left there, who was sleeping. Then the doctor asks Daryl, "Did you hear what I said?" Then Daryl comes straight to the point and asks them if they would get paid to take it. And when the doctor says yes, Daryl agrees for the money. Further, the doctor who had invited the drug tells Daryl that after taking the drug, your human senses will increase a lot. Like your taste, smell, and sight ability will increase a lot, and as soon as it enters the human body, all your 5 senses will start working much faster than before. And further, the doctor says that you have to take this drug once daily, that too through injection, and after the experiment is completed. And after completing this experiment, you will get $3,000. Now the next day, Daryl asks his friend Tim to go to his college party, but his friend Tim refuses to go there. After which, Daryl goes alone to that party, where he sees the same girl whom he had met earlier, and he started liking her at first sight. And now here, Daryl starts talking to her and starts enjoying the party. But Scott is also present in that party who, on seeing Daryl there, makes fun of him in front of everyone. He says that he is the class monitor, the wrestling champion, and you are not fitting in front of us. Now on hearing this, Daryl gets upset and leaves the party, and now after coming home, when Daryl gets sad, he injects the drug given by the doctor into himself. Now the next day in the morning, all the students have an exam for the company's job, in which Daryl also goes to college and prepares to give the exam. But at the same time, the drug starts showing its effect, due to which Daryl's fans start working even faster, due to which he gets disturbed a lot, and every small sound starts bothering him there, like pen, walking watch, and Daryl starts smelling a lot of odor around him, and Daryl is not able to control his senses, and Daryl shouts at everyone to shut their voice and goes straight from the exam hall and tells his problem to the doctor who made that drug. And Daryl tells the doctor that this exam was very important for me, and now I will not be able to get a job, and due to the side effects of this drug, my whole body is itching a lot, and I am tired of rubbing it. Then the doctor says that you don't worry, soon all your side effects will reduce and the neurons of your body will adjust to it automatically, and soon your brain will learn to use it. So you continue to focus. Try to control your super sense. After which, Daryl leaves from there, and the next day when the team is getting ready for college, they see that Daryl has kept his eyes, ears, nose and mouth closed because he was unable to tolerate the smell, loud sound, and bright light. And Daryl tells the team that I am not feeling well and maybe I will not get that job now, and now after staying like this for some time, Daryl tries to focus and he tries to control his senses, and after some practice, he succeeds in it and his senses start working 10 times faster than others. He starts seeing even the smallest things from close, and here the company throws a party for its 5 final year students, where the family members of those students were also present, and Daryl was also working as a waiter there, and then he was talking to the HR of that company, Mr. Ron Scott. Then Daryl also hears their conversation from a distance with the help of his super sense. Then Mr. Randall was asking Scott about his opinion about the technology company, and now, on hearing the name of that company, Daryl immediately goes to serve on that table, and he starts discussing about the technology company with the company's HR, Randall. Hearing this, Randall feels that Daryl's knowledge about the company is very good, and after this, Daryl goes to serve food by keeping the page containing information about the share market in a newspaper on top. And when Randall is talking to his friend about the share price of the company, then Daryl tells Randall the share price of that company by looking at the newspaper lying far away. Then Randall's friend asks Daryl about the prices of other companies. Then Daryl tells their prices also by looking at the newspaper, due to which Randall feels that Daryl already has the information about all the recent stocks, due to which he gets very impressed with Daryl, and further he goes and asks Daryl that what is the reason that despite being so qualified, you failed in the competition. Then Daryl tells them that my financial condition is weak right now, due to which I have to do 4 to 5 jobs. That's why I could not give the exam properly." Then Mr. Randall happily tells him that actually we can include only 5 finalists. But seeing your ability, we have changed this decision and you are our 6th finalist. And hearing this, Daryl becomes very happy. Now in the next scene, Daryl goes to the doctor and the doctor takes Daryl's test, and the doctor is very happy to see the positive effects of the drugs, and he advises Daryl to get the right level of the drug dose and not to take extra dose, and keep in mind that power is like an addiction and you should use it in the right way. And Daryl agrees to the doctor's words and leaves from there. Now in the evening, Daryl goes to the party again, and this time again, Scott tries to insult Daryl. But Mr. Randall praises Daryl in front of everyone, due to which Daryl regains his lost respect, and now, during the same party, Daryl sees Janice, who is in the wash area with her friend. Then, Daryl secretly tries to listen to their conversation with the help of his super sense. Then, Janice tells her friend that I like a gentleman-type boy who respects me, and Daryl hears her conversation, and as soon as Janice comes out, she meets Daniel, and there Daryl starts behaving like a gentleman. And Janice also likes all this very much. And after this, Daryl starts to drop Janice to her house, and they were talking while going, and then suddenly Daryl smells something, and he finds a rose flower in a pile of leaves, seeing which he tells Janice that sometimes it happens that we find the best thing in an unwanted place, and in this way Daryl woos James with his words with the help of his senses. And Janice is also very happy to see this, and then Daryl invites Janice for dinner, and Janice also says yes. And now Daryl takes his next drug dose. Now in the next scene, Daryl goes to his ice hockey practice where he stops all the shots today. Seeing this, the coach becomes very happy, and then there is an ice hockey match, and in this match Daryl performs very well and does not let the whole team score a single goal. And now, because Daryl's team won for the first time because of Daryl, everyone gets very impressed with Daryl. Now Daryl goes for an interview to employee Randall, and at that time, Scott's interview was going on inside, and then Daryl, with the help of his fans, listens to all the questions going on inside, which Scott was unable to answer. Now when Mr. Randall meets Daryl and interviews him, he is very happy with Daryl's answers and his confidence, and he tells Daryl that you have given a very good performance in the last few days, and you have also given a very good performance in sports, and we are very happy. But we will take the decision 5 days after the last round. Now Randall gives Daryl a ticket to a sports match, seeing which he was very happy, and he tells him that you have to make our client happy so that he takes service from us.